Oh, alright, but I ain't got no money to give you. Any money, something whispered inside Jess's head. I know, Mama. We'll just take the $5 Daddy promised us. No more than that. What $5? Oh, Mama, you remember? Ellie's voice was sweeter than a mounted Mars bar. Daddy said last week we girls were going to have something for school. Oh, take it, his mother said angrily, reaching for her cracked vinyl purse on the shelf above the stove. She counted out 5 wrinkled bills. Mama, Brenda was starting again. Can't we just have one more so it'll be 3 each? No, Mama, you can't buy nothing for $2.50. Just one little pack of notebook papers gone up too. No, Ellie got up noisily and began to clear the table. Your turn to wash, Brenda, she said loudly. Oh, Ellie. Ellie jabbed her with the spoon. Jess saw that look. Brenda, shut up. Her wine halfway out of her rose luster lipstick mouth. She wasn't as smart as Ellie, but even she knew not to push Mama too far, which left Jess to do the work as usual. Mama never sent the babies out to help, although if she worked it right, he could usually get Mabel to do something. He put his head down on the table. The running had done him in this morning. Through his top ear came a sound of the Timmonses. Old Buck wants oil, his dad would say, and the happy buzz of voices outside the screen door as Ellie and Brenda squashed in among the 7 Timmonses. All right, Jess, get your lazy self off the bench. Miss Bessie's bag is probably dragging ground by now, and you still got beans to pick. Lazy. He was the lazy one. He gave his poor dead weight of a head 1 minute more on the tabletop. Jessie. Okay, Mama, I'm going. It was Mabel who came to tell him in the bean patch that people were moving into the old Perkins place down the next farm. Jess wiped his hair out of his eyes and squinted. Sure enough, it was parked right by the door, one of those big jointed ones. These people had a lot of junk, but they wouldn't last. The Perkins place was one of those ready old country houses you moved into because you had no decent place to go and move out of as quickly as you could. He thought later how it was that he was probably the biggest thing in his life, and he had shrugged it off as nothing. The flies were buzzing around his sweating face and shoulders. He dropped the beans into the bucket and swatted with both hands. Get me my shirt, Mabel. The flies were more important than any U-Haul. Mabel jogged to the end of the row and picked up his t-shirt from where it had been discarded earlier. She walked back holding it with 2 fingers way out in front of her. Ooh, it stinks, she said, just as Brenda would have. Shut up, he said, and grabbed the t-shirt away from her.